Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is Thursday. You know what time it is. It's time for the Wrestling Wire. I am your host, Ron Emerson. Oh my God, did we have a great preview show last night? Speaking of, man, let me get my co-host in here. We got to have the co-host to do the things. David Estacado, what's up, bro?
Hey, yo, welcome. It's your uncle, your Theo. Oh, he's looking Davino. I'm the cool, sexy uncle. Ron's the other cool, I guess, uncle. I don't know what I was going for.
I don't know what you were going for either, bro. You sound tired.
It's been a crazy week.
Dude, yes, I agree, man. It's been wild. But, you know, it's been a wild week in wrestling as well. Starting all the way back at SmackDown, because see, tomorrow is SmackDown Friday, right?
Yes,
But
it is.
we got something else we got to talk about tomorrow because I mean tomorrow's going to be wild. I've got to do two things at the same time tomorrow night, and I'm not sure how I want to go with it.
Wait, we're
But
going live again?
no, we are not. We are not going live again. We're not going live. Bro, well, tomorrow night's SmackDown, right? But you know what else is
Yep,
tomorrow
yep,
night?
yep.
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
Yeah, that's true.
All right,
That is true.
bro, I'm sorry, but listen, I got Mike Tyson knocking Jake Paul out in the fourth. That's what I got. I got Mike Tyson knocking Jake Paul out cold in the fourth.
Yeah, that's how I see it going.
Because, I mean, look, the only person the only true boxer Jake Paul ever fought was Tommy Fury, which the Gypsy King's brother, the Gypsy King, the world's heavyweight boxing champion, Tyson Fury. Yeah, it's his brother. It's the only real boxer he fought. And guess what? He lost. So he's going up against a almost, what's Tyson, 57, 59, something like that. Dude, he has no idea what he's in for when he gets in the ring with that man. And
No,
I think Tyson's going to give him a hook right here. Like right to that
no,
right to
no.
that top of the
It's
rib.
gonna be like a 1-2 piece, like pow pow.
Well, no, I
Like,
think Tyson's going to give him a hook and be like, "You're in here with a boxer now, boy." And he's going to I think it's an uppercut that's going to take him out. But I think he's going to give him a hook like in the first round just so he sees, okay, that's his power. Oh God. Like I think that's the reaction that's going to happen.
yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, I fucked up. He's gonna get like one hit in, and he's just gonna back off, and you're just gonna see him just slump.
The only thing I can think is, or the only way I see it going any further is if Jake Paul dances. But here's the problem: Paul ain't got footwork. Tyson does. He doesn't know what he's in for, man. I really don't think he knows what he's up against. Because, yeah, that last fight took a lot out of Tyson, but that was 2 years ago. And Tyson, in my opinion, actually won that fight, but it was a charity bout, it didn't matter. This ain't a charity bout. This is a fight, and it's on Netflix, bro. I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. We got a couple comments. Ron is as cool as the other side of the pillow. That I would love to agree with that, but I constantly flip my pillow to keep the cool side on me.
Same.
Yup. And then Kylan Disney, what's up, brother? How are you? He said, "Go
What's up?
Tyson." Yep.
Yeah.
See, but anyway, back to SmackDown from last week, bro. Roman Reigns refusing to apologize to Jey Uso. Like the whole show just laid out with planting the seed for that bloodline. And at the very end of the night, we get the original bloodline back together. We've
Yeah.
got the Usos, Roman, and Sammy back together. Like,
And then Sammy the entire time just trying to break everybody, which is great.
oh, I was dying, dude. I was dying. Because I actually watched SmackDown last week. Yes, I had a chance. Uh-oh. I want to open a can of worms tonight. Okay, Kylan, go ahead. Well, hold on. One question. Do you need to come on air to open said can of worms, or do you just want me to do the honors? because I can do this either way. Luke Childers, the Bottom Line podcast. Guys, listen, you got to follow Luke Childers. You got to follow the Bottom Line. Tomorrow night, he's got an interview going out, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna try my best to catch it. I have no clue what I'm doing tomorrow night between 7 and 8, but I'm gonna do my best to try to be there to catch the Bottom Line with Luke Childers. Always been a good friend of the show. Really, in all actuality. Oh, it's 6 p.m. It's not 7. I thought he told me 7 when I was on the phone with him earlier today. So my bad. If it's 6 p.m., my bad, 6 p.m. But yeah, I was on the phone with him earlier today. We were, going over some things. That's realistically what we do. All of us that participate in the Roundtable Rumble stuff, all the podcasters, we're all in one big chat group. Number one, but like, my phone will ring. It'll be somebody out in Georgia. Hey, I want to talk about this. Can we go over some stuff? You got any ideas? And we'll sit there and talk about stuff. Or, Luke, hey man, if you got a minute, can you give me a call? No problem. Scott and I have gone back and forth for years. Scott Larson and I have. We've got a really good team that just kind of bounces ideas off each other. Really, we all support each other. And I think that's one of the reasons why the Roundtable Rumble itself works so well. Bro, all the way
It's
up.
a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got Stravy up in PA. We check in with him. Hopefully we'll do one. Actually, we'll do a Roundtable Rumble for the Royal Rumble. We do not have time to do. We could do one for Survivor Series. Actually, we may
That'd be
have
cool.
to do that.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about Survivor Series tonight anyway, as well, because that's coming up on the 30th. You know what? Let's, how about this? I'm going to set the world on fire. Let me pull up that group messenger and, the Roundtable Rumble. We'll see here. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Let's make it Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Ooh, both of those are hard. You know what? Why don't we just do it in lieu of the Wrestling Wire on Thursday? We'll just do the Roundtable Rumble on the Thursday. That Thursday we'll do that, and then you and I'll close out the show with the other stuff.
Okay.
That week is smashed, bro. The Thursday before Survivor Series is Thanksgiving. We're screwed.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can pull that off.
Huh.
I mean, it's Thanksgiving night. It's 8:00. Everybody's gonna be like dead tired from turkey and like maybe boring, but I don't know. I'm just teasing. I don't know how we would do it though. We may have to take that week off. Why do people not take professional wrestling seriously anymore? So, Kylan, I love you. Kylan Disney is a sincere, great friend of mine. And he's one of my 4, which means something I'm not going to talk about, but he's one of my 4 people that have really helped me in another aspect that I was struggling with in my life. And those 4 people know who they are. Kylan Disney's one of them. What you're referring to here with professional wrestling, you have a lot of variables that we're going to have to crack into, and we're going to touch on a couple of them here. Number one, you have some people, some fans who enjoys different types of matches. Wrestling is the biggest, buffet of entertainment, right? You've got everything. You've got everything from amazing looking women, athletic looking women, amazing looking men, athletic looking men, and uber talented individuals across the spectrum of all of this. You've got all of those combustible elements that can go together to create something as magical as professional wrestling. Now, with that being said, you have different types of those characters. You have deathmatch, you have hardcore, you have high flyer, you have lucha, you've got grappler, brawler, you've got all these just amazing different variables that they could be in a wrestling ring. You've even got comedy, right? So what you'll get is you'll get some diehard fans or some old school fans like me who are more. I love a good technical wrestling match. I love a good brawler match, and on occasion, sprinkle me in the hardcore street fights. The rumbles. Sprinkle me in the. Give me the WWE product from the Attitude Era, and that was my jam. You had everything there. Everything was in the Attitude Era. Ken Shamrock, Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, The
William
Rock,
Regal.
William Regal, Bret Hart. They were all there in the Attitude Era. I mean, I'm even going to classify WCW as being there. Look at Sting. Look at the NWO. Look at what was able to be done
Dean
across the
Malenko.
Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, Chris Benoit, like so many phenomenal wrestlers. I'm talking about wrestling. I'm not talking about the other, stuff. Um, so much phenomenal talent. Rey Mysterio, Juventud Guerrero, um, La Parca, Ike, uh, Ultimo Dragon. It was fantastic. You had all those elements, right? But people still complain, but they didn't complain as much as they do now because see now everybody has a voice because of social media. Back in the day, not everybody had that voice. So it's different for them, right? Well, the way I look at it is this. I enjoy wrestling. I'm not the biggest spot monkey show guy. So therefore I don't like as much of the AEW product. I do enjoy some hokey stuff and gimmicky stuff. I loved old school ECW. Hence the reason I enjoy current product TNA wrestling. TNA wrestling today reminds me more of the ECW product of old than it does anything else. Yes, it's very unique. Yes, it has a lot of its own staples to it, but it reminds me that crowd is raucous. That crowd is live. They're hot. They don't need to be the biggest in the biggest arena. They've got loud people where they are. TNA is doing phenomenal, but you're going to have people that gripe about TNA. And you're going to have people that say, oh, New Japan's the best, or this Japan, or this is the best, whatever. That's an opinion, right? So because of their opinions, they have to talk down on things. So I I'm not going to do this because I want people to get into politics. That's not what I'm going to do. But I'm going to use that as an example. I am going to use politics as the example. About a month or two ago, if you follow me on social media, you'll notice that I probably PO'd a bunch of people. I made a statement about politics. You are allowed to discuss politics with me under one condition. You can only tell me the positive points of your pick for candidate for president. That's the rule. And some people were like, "Oh, that's a great idea." Of course it is. It's a great idea. I know it's a great idea. It's not because I said it, it's because that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear why you don't like the other person. I want to hear why you like your person. So why don't y'all try to do the same with wrestling? Instead of telling me the negative of every other company out there, or you don't like the E because it's overproduced or it's so much talking or movie style stuff. Okay, that's cool. That's not going to make me want to watch it any less. it's not going to make me want to watch that company anymore either because I don't see the positive point of the company you're trying to tell me about. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
like you and I have talked politics very loosely and we don't really have that discussion. But if you and I were to have a discussion about it, that would be how I would go about it. I wouldn't sit here and tell you, "Oh, so and so did this and this and this and they've never achieved anything else. What good are they?" I no. I want to know the positive points of what they're going, what they have going for them. I've been around this crap for too long. I saw too much stuff in real life with my own two eyes for me to, you know, back down on certain things. That's just who I am. But anyway, so I would like wrestling to go more that way. However, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Then when it
moose.
then when it comes to the indies, there is a bunch of problems in the Indies. Well, here we go. A comment just came in about that, and let me catch up on comments. Speaking of, SmackDown was too much talking, not enough wrestling. I'll get back to SmackDown in just a minute. Ronald Johnson, thank you for tuning in. Just watched the Speedball and Moose match. Really enjoyed it, dude. I am a fan of Moose. Seen him work in person. Fantastic wrestler. Um, and for people who don't know, that man's really articulate. Like I was surprised when I spoke with him backstage. I was like, I wouldn't have anticipated the conversation I could have with him. You know what I'm saying? He was super cool. Um, what's up, Cliff Stanley? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. And Kylan says, is it because folks are not professional anymore? Is it because folks don't respect the business anymore? Is because we let anyone in the business nowadays and we don't vet people like the old school days? You have to vet for a shoot job. Why not vet for sports entertainment? Here's the thing. Wrestling has become and I really do not like saying it this way, but wrestling has become a country club. Wrestling has become a country club, and I'll explain why. Me, at my age and in my health, could walk up to one of these places that does training, hand them my money. They'll train me to whatever ability they possess, and then they'll probably book me at their show. Did you realize that if you go to a country club and you pay your money, you get to go to the bar and look like one of the cool guys? Or you get to go sit out on the patio and smoke a cigar with the cool guys? Or you get to go play in their field, their course, kind of like the wrestling ring, just like the cool guys. Wrestling has become a country club. Members, and you can buy your way into this business now. Mm, that's hurtful. That is hurtful, bro. But it's
Uh,
the truth.
I don't. I
It's
wouldn't say it's a country club, man.
well, that's okay. Okay, 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 okay.
But I
What
get what you're
else?
trying to say. But
What else could I compare it to? Because it's not like baseball. It's not like uh hockey or football or tennis or anything else where you can pay to be in. You can buy a team. You could buy a promotion. I could buy a promotion. We could buy a promotion. We could buy our way into this business. But we couldn't buy a baseball team. We don't have billions of dollars. We couldn't buy the Commanders just sold for like what, $7 billion or some mess. We can't do that. We couldn't afford that. But you get my point. There's no other facet or form of entertainment that you could literally buy your way into the entry points on. Modeling, maybe modeling and acting. Hold on.
not really. No,
Yes, yes,
no.
because there are those things where you can pay and they help teach you to walk and they help teach and they do photo shoots and then your photos get picked up, but they get a percentage of the cut.
No, we don't. As I'm saying, I
No, no,
model.
no, no, no.
Well,
No, the place that you paid gets a piece of the pie if you get picked up somewhere else. I read the contract myself. I know somebody else who did it, who paid to go into one of them things as a kid. You know what I'm saying? The kids modeling things.
yeah,
I know somebody who paid to be involved in that. So that's where that comes from. I read the report. I read the statement. You know what I'm saying? Um, but dude, here's here's my thing. People aren't professional anymore. Um,
it
you
all
have
depends on
people.
who you're working with and who teaches you, because a lot of stuff isn't really taught. And if you unless you have a really good teacher or somebody to bring you in and show you or explain to you those things, that kind of gets you know. And I think that's mostly what it is. A lot of the times, it's just we weren't taught the correct way of doing business.
Well,
We just,
and here's the thing. I've had people come in under me that I've helped along, and some of them are still around. Some of them are doing. Some people I've met over the years and formed great friendships and bonds with, and we have done extraordinary things in professional wrestling, both together and independently, i.e., you and me. But
yes, stop it.
uh, yeah, uh, I have also had people that I brought in and they fell flat on their face because they refused to listen to me. They took the advice of somebody else, and that's fine. They took the advice of people who had been in the business longer than me, and I'm like, I don't like your
And I'm
advice.
starting to learn now. Like, there's some people that I listen to and I should have listened to, and I dropped the ball. I'm still learning. I didn't know what I was saying or doing, and I realize now that a lot of lessons are learned where you just kind of just shut up and listen. I mean, it's good. It could be a good thing and a bad thing. Like, I've learned that you may be talking good about somebody or you may be proud about the work you do, but sometimes it could get into the wrong ear and it could be like, oh, you're talking shit. Like, well, no, I'm proud of the work that I do, but I'm not talking
Look,
shit. It all depends like
speaking
who the information and whose ears it falls to.
speaking of people we've worked with and have knocked opportunities out of the park, Majestic Marie, we love you too, honey. We really do. I hope everything is well. I haven't talked to you in a while, or I hope everything's going good with you and the hubs. Send our best over there. But we will have to catch up soon. We'll definitely have to catch up soon. And I thought about you when I was talking about doing the wrestling rumble thing on Wednesday. I was like, no, she has a Wednesday thing, and I need to start going to a Wednesday thing. Um, I'm probably going to start that next week. But uh, yeah. Then I thought about Tuesday, and I was like, well, Tuesday's kind of for me. And I was like, all right, maybe we'll just knock out one show Thursday night and call it good. I'm going Black Friday shopping, so I'm down. We can do it Thursday night, and then I can get on the road. And I think I'm gonna drive my truck, so that way I don't have to worry about my little car getting hammered by somebody that can't drive. I'll take the truck and let it get beat up. It's fine. But anyway, people are not professional anymore, dude. That's the truth. And I think that people need to really differentiate their social media accounts. Um, I did for the longest time. But now I don't care because I'm not chasing anything. And I'm also not like doing political stuff online like I used to. Like I used to be really big into politics. So I don't do that anymore. Um, I'll post something from the hockey game. I'll post something from the Washington Commanders game, you know, or I'll post some stuff I like. I posted a charity that means something to me earlier for my birthday donation thing. Everybody is doing that now, so I was like, cool. I'll put that on my Facebook because it's something that means something to me. Whereas you get these guys who they got a gripe in the backstage, and then all of a sudden they got a problem. Or I think another issue that I have with the current wrestling product is the current people in the wrestling world are everybody makes mistakes, right? But let's not lie about what's going on. Let's be truthful about things. If something happens, let's be real about it. Why lie? If you lie, it's more effort. Like in all actuality, uh, David, and I'll use this as an example. I'll use you as my example for this. Okay, I love you like a brother, man. I really do. But I would never lie to you, and it's not because I am an honorable person. It's not because of that. It's because I still don't think high enough of you to worry about your feelings to lie to you to protect them. I wouldn't do it. That's why I think it's dumb. I would rather tell anybody and everybody the truth about everything, which I've been a freaking open book about my life for the last like 18 months, 2 years. I've been an entire open book about everything. So it is what it is. I don't see the need in lying. I don't see why I would make a Facebook post saying, "Oh, such and such isn't going to be here tonight for whatever reason," and that's not the real reason. I think that's insanity to me. Just be like, "Hey, they ain't going to be here." Period. You didn't have to add something else to cover it. You just had to say, "Hey, they ain't going to be around." That's it. You're done. That's that. And as far as folks not respecting the business anymore, that's a twofold problem. It's not just the fans that aren't respecting the business. The fans are losing respect for the business because they're seeing the business be stupid. They're seeing people doing stupid things in the business. They're following you on social media and seeing how dumb you really are in real life. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I cheered for this person. Or oh my God, I can't believe I actually cared about this match. This person's a complete moron. That happens. That happens. Then you have the wrestlers not respecting the business either because they're blowing the secrets. They're pulling the curtain back too far. It's insanity to me that as much as we pull back the curtain, and I've been fussed at for it by a couple of different promoters, and I was explained as to why, and that's fine. And I'm like, right, but I'm saying this. Not this. I'm saying, oh, I walked into the back and saw the layout for the matches for the night, so I got the card that way. I knew who was on where. It doesn't mean I know anything else. It just means I know who's fighting who for the night, and I have it written down. That's all. And that's where I want to be. That's where I like being. I don't need to sit there and tell you, what happened backstage with, you know, kayfabe is. Oh, I hate kayfabe is dying daily because the dirt sheets is terrible for the business. I miss the surprises, dude. I like the surprises too. The kayfabe thing. I feel like everybody knows on the kayfabe side, but you can still put a performance out of that, right? You can still do something with it. It doesn't have to be. Not everything has to be a handshake deal. We work with people every day. Like I don't know about you or me. We're working with a bunch of new people currently, but um, people new to us, not new to the job. But if you look at somebody that's had a job 6, 9 months, a year, whatever, there's probably people that they're like, yeah, they're okay. Yeah, I really can't stand that person. So there's got to be some animosities there. There's always got to be something. Not everybody's brother. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. I know for a fact I go to certain shows and there are certain people I could care less if I speak to them or they speak to me, other than the fact of, hey, I need your information. I'm gonna handle you in the ring. I'm saying it this way. Are you good? We're good. Great. I'm out, and I'm done with them in 2 minutes or less. Because I'm a professional, I'm here. I'm not here for them. I'm here because the promoter paid me to be here for your crowd. I'm here for them. I'm here for the audience. I'm not here for the wrestlers. We do this podcast for the boys and the girls and for us and the companies. We do this for our own reasons. This is our own convictions. But as far as like at wrestling shows, eh. But I am with you, Jamie, on the surprises. I like the idea of I don't want to deal with uh being spoiled that the Undertaker and the Rock are going to be showing up at Survivor Series this year
Yeah.
as the
I
15
agree
member
with that.
for each
Yeah.
team. I don't want the 15 member for each team being the Rock and the Undertaker. Even though I do believe that that's actually my thing. I really do think that could happen. That'd be wild, wouldn't it? I don't know how it
Like
would
I
go.
don't know. If there's a way to kind of blur the lines, like I mean, you could be using these other kind of things to kind of be pushing stories, you know, um, and helping those using social media as a tool to kind of be helping these stories along and pushing the promotion and pushing these characters really is where a lot of it should be centered in. You ask me, but
Right,
that's just me.
right. Oh man, I like I said, and then as far as vetting people, bro, like I said, it's because they paid to get in. They don't have to be vetted. Anybody can go and get their license. They need a physical and a license for the state of South Carolina. I don't know what they got to do in North Carolina. Nothing, I guess.
Nothing really.
Right. Um, so David recently moved, and because of his moving, he was having some technical difficulties with his internet. So for now, he's just doing voice until he gets his internet fixed. And I can't fix it because I'm like 6 hours away.
Yeah, I may have to upgrade or call in and give them the business. For what
Yeah.
I'm paying and the rental, the freaking cable, this is some bullshit.
Right.
Can't play
They-
Call of Duty because everything gets all stuttery and laggy, so that's some bullshit. Season 1 just started today, so a little PO'd about that.
yeah. And then, bro, I mean, I'm still lucky I don't have that issue. Because man,
Yeah, because I don't
I
want to get my stuff banned because somebody thinks I'm cheating doing that whole remember that old school trick? You pull the plug and put it back in and you'll jump around the map. Not that I would do that or anything. I just found
Bro,
uh
I saw somebody do that on Halo. Like, I watched the person do it on Halo. I was like, "Ew, I don't like this.
yeah.
I don't like that at all." I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. But yeah, so that's what that is. And then I have as being Rollins and Bronson as the fifths. Ooh, no, I don't
Ooh.
think so. I don't think
Mm.
so. I think they're gonna have a match at Survivor Series. I don't think they're gonna be the fifth. I think the wrestling business has forgotten who pays them, who keeps them in business. Yeah, the fans. They have. They have really forgotten the fans. So many guys are trying to pop the boys. The boys didn't pay to get their ticket. The fans did. The fans did. So there's a lot of that. But you know, there are some promotions out there who really put forth the effort when it comes to their fans, and I love them for it.
I love them
Uh,
for it. I think it's just some guys just talk themselves out of bookings and situations, and I think that's the issue. You know, uh,
well, maturity is a big thing, right?
I,
I,
and I'm of the people I've matured, and I had to mature through the business. I made my mistakes. I'm not gonna lie. I've been too zealous because I'm too excited, and I get excited for stuff, and in that zealousness, I may have rubbed people the wrong way, and that's okay. I learned and lived on and moved on. Just there's some people who just not going to plain like you, and that's okay. You got to be
right,
okay with it. Not
right,
everybody. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You know, or some people just don't like sexy mangoes or sexy avocados, and that's all right.
Oh my god. Um, yeah, yeah, okay. Um, dude, I mean, the other thing is like wrestling shows, especially in our area, are way different, right? We've got you've got high end production, you've got photography, you've got commentary, you've got ring announcers, you got camera crews, you got everything at some shows. Now, other shows, you've got, you know, an announcer, a ref, and the ref is working all 5 to 7 matches,
Been there, done
and
that.
and then you've got, you know, nothing else, music. But
But that not all that makes a good show. In all
no,
honesty, it
it
all comes
doesn't.
down to the talent. You know, honestly, the
It
talent's what
does.
makes the show and the fans.
It does. It comes down to talent, and it comes also to heart. Bro, there are people in this business who really don't have a passion for it. They're just there for something to do on a night, any given night of the weekend. And they don't put the effort in. They don't put the effort in on their body. They don't put the effort in on their promo. They don't put the effort in on training. They don't put the effort in on ring time. They don't put the effort in, period.
Or better yet, don't put in the effort in helping set up or put down.
Yeah, set up, tear down, showing up on time. Like I was told my call time for Saturday, right? Show starts at 7. My call time is 4 o'clock. It's a 2 hour drive for me. So I'll be, busting my tail to get everything done Saturday morning. I gotta get done. I've got something coming up on Sunday that's insane that I can't go into details on, but we'll cover that. But it's crazy how much I have to do on Saturday before I leave to go to the wrestling show. And I'm like, it's nuts. It's nuts. And I'm all for it. Um, I want to make sure that I have a good time. My daughter has a good time. My son's not going with us. Um,
Oh, a little Ron ain't coming.
nah, he's not coming. Dude, this place, I don't think I could handle. I If I had another adult going with me, somebody that could keep an eye on him, yes, I would really consider taking him. But I don't, and you know, I can't. Like, all right, I'll give you a prime example. If you and Miss Kate were coming, and Miss Kate was like, "I would love to hang out with little Ron." Okay, I will bring him so that Ron and little Ron and Miss Kate could hang out while you and I are working, and little girl's doing what little girl does because she works most of these shows too. She may work the merch tables, but she's still working. That's kind of what I'm saying. That's one thing. I I'm gonna be so freaking busy. I don't have time to. I
Babysit. You don't have
Yeah,
time to like split up your attention. I get it. I get it.
yeah. It's been rough the couple of times I've gone, and I've had 3 kids with me. That was nuts. But it was a good time. They were still good. They still had fun. He got a little rowdy at times, but it is what it is. Dang. My thing is I don't I don't want people to look at it like, oh, he's picking on indie wrestlers or he's picking on wrestlers or he's doing that. No, 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 no. I'm not picking on any one person or any one company or anything in particular. I am going to sit here and tell you that if you don't put forth the effort, it shows, and it shows at your shows. And then
People
the
talk,
fans
man.
see it.
People talk.
Yeah. And then the fans see it. You can't go, you can't no show people. You can't show up late. You can't leave early. There comes a level of professionalism that you have to maintain. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not built that way. I look, I'm not always the best at with setup and teardown. I'll try to do my best to help out where I can. That's not my existence. When when you're a ring announcer and there are 20 people on the card as well as whatever else, we really shouldn't have that much of an issue with setup and teardown. Know what I mean?
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. I have seen TV stars grabbing humping boards and metal. I've also seen TV stars stand at their merch table while everybody else is doing work and sitting there picking their nose and flicking it. I've seen it. Arrogant, pretentious people that they are. But I've seen fans help. Fans help. Just because they think it's
That's a
cool.
good point. There's it.
Yep. A good show makes you excited for what's next. The cream will always rise to the top. That's right. The cream will always rise to the top.
Oh, yeah. Dig it. Oh, cream always rises to the top. Yeah.
Good show makes you
Coffee in the
excited for
big
the next
time.
show
Cup of coffee in the big time.
to see what happens. Will the bad guy finally get his tail beaten? Right. That's exactly it. Um, Missy, I'm not everybody's cup of tea either. It's okay. I'm more somebody's glass of bourbon, but that's okay. Um, and just smile and keep going. Here's the thing. My smile gets me in trouble. My smile gets me in absolute trouble because people think I'm being an a-hole or arrogant or rude or whatever, and that's not the case. It's just kind of there. That's it. My smile's just kind of there, so I don't know what to do anymore with it. Um, but yeah, Jamie, it does suck about his internet, and I can't fix it. Good grief, we burned a lot of time on that one thing. Way to go, Kylan. That was 25, 26 minutes of airtime eaten up on that. But he's not wrong. That's the issue. That's the issue with the business these days. Like that's a big problem in this industry. I don't know. I don't know how you curtail it. I don't know how you correct it. But maturity and also be accountable. How about that? How about be accountable? Be responsible. If you're doing something wrong, own up to that. What happened?
I don't know. I lost connection and I came back in, and now there's two of me.
I can't kick the other one, so that's fine. But anyway, yeah, SmackDown didn't have much going on as far as matchups are concerned. You had Bailey defeating Candice LeRae. Kevin Owens took out Randy Orton with a pile driver. DIY defeated Pretty Deadly. Thank God. I'm not a Pretty Deadly fan. I like DIY though, so I'm down with that. Belair and Cargill defeated Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton.
Boo,
Uh, yep. Oh, I'm
boo.
down with that. I'm down with that. Nia and Jade is fine. Jade on her own still needs help, but that's the thing. They got her in a tag team. They're doing well. I think that can run probably until the Royal Rumble, and we might get Jade and Bianca one-on-one at Mania.
Ah, okay, okay.
Like what I'm doing with that? Yeah, man. Um, Motor City Machine Guns defeating A-Town Down Under. I can't wait for A-Town Down Under to split up because I really do believe that Austin Theory is going to be the babyface superstar out of that.
Agreed. Yeah,
Um,
I do. That's what I was thinking. It's like he he's the one I feel is getting more of the fan reaction.
he is. He definitely is. But that was SmackDown from last week. Monday Night Raw, man. Dude, Raw this week was wild. Um, I remember being really, really freaking tired and turning on Raw, and I and I sat there and watched it. I am enjoying the work going on between Gunther and Damian Priest. I think that that is building to a really solid matchup. And Damian Priest, I understood he was just world champion for a little bit of time. I think that that kind of dialed him in into okay, I now understand what it means to be the world champion. And I think it elevated him on all levels as a performer, on the microphone, in the ring, everything. I think that Damian Priest has really, really caught his stride.
Agreed. He's coming into his own,
Yep.
and you could clearly see it.
I big time. Big time. Uh Damage Control defeating Pure Fusion Collective. I still don't like that name. I don't understand if it's supposed to be an acronym. PFC, what is that? PF Changs? Like, what are we doing? I don't I
Go,
don't
go away. Don't
I don't get it.
go away.
No. If I go away, you go away. That's the problem. Um Pete Dunne defeating Kofi Kingston was huge for Dunne. I'm not sure where that's going to go, but dude, I'm liking how they're still doing this little intricate crap going on between Kingston and Xavier Woods. Because you can tell that New Day split is coming.
Yeah.
Um, I am glad that Damian Priest defeated Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser's a solid worker. His personality kind of annoys me in the ring, at least. But he's a great worker. He's a great wrestler. So his guy's got a good look. There's a lot of good things to it. Now the part that got me the most was the fact that the Miz and the Final Testament set up the Wyatt Six, and they completely got them boys down. They wrecked all of them. I have a feeling that's a whole nother War Games match. I think we're getting 2 War Games matchups. I want to see.
Out of that, okay.
Listen, I want to see the Final Testament and the Miz go up against the Wyatt Six in a War Games match. Yes. I want to see the Bloodline versus the new knockoff Bloodline, the Dollar General Bloodline. Well, it is because Solo Sikoa looks like he has ramen noodles on his head, and you get ramen noodles at the Dollar General. So that's why I said that. And it sucks too because I like Tama Tonga, I like Tongaloa, I like Jacob Fatu. Like, there's a lot that I like on that team. And Solo's doing great for as young in his career as he is. He's doing fantastic. But then you got the tag team championship, women's tag title was on the line. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I don't understand why they did that. But okay. Why are you going to have Morgan, who is your women's WWE champion or women's world champion? There is so much there that it was like, why are we doing this? Because it's, what are you going to do to give her next like accolade? They just gave her the thing from the Middle East, the crown jewel title, or she earned it. I'm not saying they gave it to her; she earned the thing.
Great matchup. Great match.
It
Sad,
was
but great.
no, it wasn't sad. It was the only logical ending. Um, when you look at what are they doing with her now as the women's champion to keep her popularity high and to keep her hot? I'm not sure. Everything feels like a Money in the Bank tease right now. I'm
Hmm.
interested to see what the women's matchups are for Survivor Series. Which we're gonna check out Survivor Series to see if there's anything announced or anything ready for it. The only thing that they've got for Survivor Series right now is the Bloodline Battle Royal. That's it. Roman, Sammy, and the Usos, and you know who else versus Solo, Jacob, Tamatonga, Tonga Loa, and who else? Um, I think it's going to be The Rock with Solo. The Rock debuted at Survivor Series. I think it's going to be The Undertaker. The Undertaker debuted at Survivor Series. I
You think
don't know.
Taker's coming back? What?
I think I think that's what happens. So listen, he did the thing. Wait a minute. He did the thing at Mania, right? Yeah, he did. There's only there's only a few other logical things that could happen. There's only a few other logical items that can happen here. And hear me out because I really do believe that this would be wild. I can come up with some ideas. Here we go. Paul Heyman will be coming back. So I still like I think that my idea of Undertaker being in a Survivor Series matchup is okay. Like I don't see that being as a big deal against his retirement. That's one. With Paul Heyman being back, you can look at Paul Heyman guys. Brock Lesnar doesn't fit. He doesn't fit that bill. But CM Punk could return. Could you imagine CM Punk, Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn on a team? And The Rock and CM Punk have history. Hmm. That could be good, dude. That could be really good.
Hmm.
Could be really good. Um, you got any ideas for who that next person could be?
Or
Roman's team, because we're already pretty much convinced it's The Rock on that team.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a given.
Okay. You got any other ideas for who could be on Roman's team?
Well, Sammy. Besides Sammy,
Yeah, it's Roman, Sammy, and the Usos. Now you need one more.
Cody.
No.
You don't think so?
No, I think Cody and KO are going to go again.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And believe it or not, I think KO is going to be the one to take the title off of him.
Really?
I, right now, I don't see any other way, even if it's just a couple of months back and forth between them two. I I think that they are using Randy's injury to get Cody emotionally unstable to make a mistake. Like that's the story I'd go with to get KO taking the title.
Interesting.
I have a feeling that could happen. If KO challenges Cody again, I think he beats him this time. I think he takes that belt from him.
Hmm.
But I also think that, you know, he will be right back in the hunt and right back, you know, I don't see him I don't see them leaving or taking him out of the main event picture. He's going to be there for years. But you got to figure you're going to have to find something to do with Drew McIntyre. You're going to have to find something to do with CM Punk. You're going to have to find something to do with Roman Reigns. You're going to have there's a lot of stuff in there, man. Does Roman even need the title right now? No, Roman doesn't need the title. Roman's the most popular person, doesn't need the belt. Cena didn't need the belt. Punk didn't need
Mm.
the belt. Cody needed the belt. You know what I'm saying? I'll be really honest with you. I would like to see I would love to see. Really, I would love to see it. Let's have KO win the title at Survivor Series
Hmm.
and lose it at Mania after Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble. How do you like that?
Okay. That, yeah, yeah,
Right. 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 How gold would that be?
that'd be fantastic.
That is perfect, isn't it? There you go. That's my
Oh,
layout right now. Look, I just did the next 6 months of wrestling for the WWE title. And then Sammy gets his time. And I mean, I don't anticipate Sammy keeping it for long, couple months maybe, month or two. But,
he
you
does
know,
deserve a title.
huh?
He does deserve it, though.
I mean, the last 2 years for Sami Zayn has really gotten me behind him, especially last year. I've been way more of a fan of his than I ever was. I didn't care for him as El Generico in Ring of Honor. He
Oh,
was fine in NXT. I did not care for him at all in his WWE run until the Bloodline, really, until he was a Uso, honorary Us.
yeah, that really kind of helped him come out of his shell.
It really helped. It really helped him, in my opinion, too. Um, NXT was on fire. Uh,
Always.
Gulia and Stephanie Vakir,
Look here,
Vakir,
yeah.
okay, Vakir, got it. Defeated Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. No idea why this match is a thing, but okay, that's fine. And I am all about it because Gulia and Vakir are fantastic.
They're amazing. Amazing.
They
Fucking
are so
badass.
good.
Pardon my French, but yeah, freaking badass, athletic, like just
Right,
raw.
right. Um, Sol Rucka defeating Cora Jade. She's now qualified for the women's Iron Survivor match. I like that because I really do like Sol Rucka. I don't like that because I believe Cora Jade should be in that match. I understand she's just returning, but I don't know what you're going to have to do to get her back in that title picture. But she should be there. Cora Jade was fantastic as champion.
Yeah, a
Wasn't she champion for a bit?
little bit.
Yeah, she was great. I enjoyed it, man. Wesley defeating Cedric Alexander, and now he's qualified for the men's Iron Survivor matchup. Good match, really good match. I like where Cedric's at as far as in his career, he is able to help guide people to the next level and help kind of hone people in. He's so good at it. I really do think that if you wanted me to give you a good like one-on-one matchup, I actually want to see Cedric Alexander go up against like Xavier Woods on Monday Night Raw. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be a good matchup. I would like to see Cedric Alexander LA Knight actually.
Ooh, that'd be
That,
good. That'll be really good. Yeah.
right. That Intercontinental title ain't got much hitting on it right now. I could care less about the Intercontinental title. But the because
And
Brock Breaker's
what
got it.
okay, yeah. All right. That you just answered my question. Never mind.
I don't he's fine, but I don't care. I don't care. But I mean Cedric LA Knight would be fun. I think that if they put Cedric up against Braun Breaker, they'd just be feeding him to Breaker, and that does nothing for Cedric or Breaker or the title. You know what I'm saying? Does nothing for any of them. Apparently, there's a weird layout going on. Andre Chase and Ridge Holland put out a high stakes number one contenders challenge to Trick Williams for the NXT title. I'm not sure what all is going on there, but we'll see how that pans out. Nikita Lyons beating, I don't even know who that is, Adriana Rizzo. I'm
Yeah.
not sure who she is. I know she's been around a little bit, but I haven't really paid that much
I'm
attention.
just glad to see Nikita is back in her form, especially coming off an injury. And really get a chance to shine again. A couple of weeks she was kind of doing like their house shows. No, this could be a good thing, kind of a bit of like a revival for her in a way.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how she does. I'm hopeful that she stays healthy. I kind of want to see what they're going to do with her. Now she was there. She got a good amount of steam. Then she got hurt. So it's like, I don't know. It cooled her off a lot. She's gonna have a lot of work to do to get that momentum back.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But
yeah,
so far so good.
bro. In the men's Iron Survivor Challenge, Javon Evans defeated Lexis
Oh,
King to qualify. So that's awesome. Um, and your NXT Women's North American title was on the line. Fallon Henley defeated Kalani Jordan. So that was cool. I'm they're gonna keep doing the heel thing with Fallon and JC Jane and all of them. Is going to happen. And I get it, but you gotta at some point in time, they're gonna have to give that title's gonna go away from her and go to somebody else. And when it does, it's gotta mean something.
yeah.
It's got to mean something. But anyway, man, that's it for wrestling that I've caught this week. I did not catch AEW. I was busy last night. What were we doing? We were doing a thing. We did the podcast thing. So there was that. You ready to do that indie thing and send it home, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's do that indie thing. Let's see here. We may have a couple of them that we got to ignore, which is fine. Let's see. That one's out of date. This weekend, MATW presents Live Pro Wrestling. This is November 16th. This is the Prince William County Fairgrounds in Manassas, Virginia. That's America's most livable community for those of you who follow DC 101, Elliot in the morning. So you guys be sure to go check out all of our friends out there at MATW.
Good old Manassas. Good old DMV, baby.
Yeah, go up to Virginia and catch a show. Dead Man's Hand, November the 30th. Oh, I'm pardon me. I am out of order.
November the 30th in Eden, North Carolina.
No, 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 stop. I am out of order because also this Saturday, November 16th, in Marion, North Carolina, live pro wrestling is coming back to you at the Box Factory as Heritage Wrestling Alliance presents Collision Course. Main event, we talked about it last night. We covered all these matchups last night. Frankie Kazarian, Scotty Brooks, last man standing. Guys, this is going to be nuts. I really hope as many people pack in the Box Factory as they can. I can't wait for that matchup. That's going to be a great time. November 30th, go ahead, Eden, North Carolina. Dead
Eden,
Man.
North Carolina, Insurgents Pro is coming back for Dead Man's Hand. It's going to be a crazy matchup. You have the Zenith showing up. You have Tyler Bruins, all these talents and more. It's going to be at 815 Henry Street, Eden, North Carolina. You don't want to miss out. Bell time is at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. Don't miss out.
And Death to the Queen has been rescheduled into 2025. We will
Boo, boo.
yeah. We will continue to keep everybody updated on that. Oh, I completely missed a poster. Hold on. I completely missed a poster. David, tell them about this one. November 23rd. MATW.
MATW Thanksgiving Thunder, November 23rd. That's going to be in Gloucester, Virginia. I can't say that. I mean, but look at that. You got the current champion, Doug Delicious, is going to have an amazing time. It's the Thanksgiving. It's one of those old school wrestling near Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day traditions that go back. So you don't want to miss out. So after or before the Turkey Day festivities, go and watch some indie wrestling like the good old days with the family. You got Blade Brown, Amanda Kiss, Gemstone, and the one and only Preston Quinn is going to be there as well. Don't miss out.
Fantastic. Coming up, you got that one as well, December 7th.
Live Pro Wrestling. MATW is just on a roll this year as they come back to Virginia again at the Raceway, the Dominion Raceway. Again,
it's in Woodford, Virginia.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say the city, but yeah, Virginia.
Yeah. All right. So yet another show from MATW. All your favorites will be there. You good? Okay.
Yeah. Just I think we skipped another one in November, but yeah.
Not that I have, not yet. Coming up, Pro Wrestling is for Everyone and Community Championship Wrestling presents Holiday Clash. It's a fundraiser for Greer Relief. General admission $10. Kids 5 and under are free. Doors open at 6. Bell time is 7. This is at the Spartanburg VFW 325 Carolina Drive, Roebuck. Main event: Ken Magnum, Jacob Armachain. Leah Knight versus Amanda Kiss, Crucifix and Chris Young.
That's crazy.
Quan Anderson versus Peterbilt. And AWOL versus the Foundation. Card subject to change, but guys, this is all a fundraiser. This is what Community Championship Wrestling is all about: fundraising and helping out the community. So that is going to be an awesome night. That main event looks fantastic. Jacob Armachain, Ken Magnum. I'm all about it. Oh yeah, there is another one from the November. There you go. I got you.
There you go. Battle of the Brave, November 30th. It's going to be in Richmond, Virginia. Commonwealth Championship Wrestling returns to Richmond, Virginia for Battle of the Brave. It's going to be an awesome time. Tickets are still on sale. I think we're only down to the last few tickets on this one. But reach out to either me or CCW Commonwealth Championship Wrestling for info and buy your tickets. They're selling out fast.
Very good. And that is all that we have lined up. Now that's all we got, man. That is every single one. We are out.
Done.
That is the rest of the year. I do have flyers coming in very soon for January already. Um,
Yeah, done.
I mean, this is kind of what happens. We're gonna do what we can with what we can, when we can, and while we can do it. But at any rate, folks, it's been real. It's been fun, and you know it's been real fun. Thank you as always for tuning in. Thank you as always for all the love and support we get from you guys. And you know what? Please go support indie wrestling. You want to show me thanks and gratitude for what I do and what we do and this spot. Go support indie shows, man. Go see your favorites today for $10 so you don't have to pay 100 to see them next year on Raw or AEW. But still pay them then too. Pay to go see them again then.
Yeah, seriously, go support us at all during all entire aspects of our career here. It's what we do.
Yes, that's what we
See
like.
us today, so you can see us again tomorrow.
That's right. That's right. As always, thank y'all for hitting those reactions. Hit that like, hit that share, hit the subscribe. And you know what? If we don't see you at a wrestling show or we don't see you before the next wrestling show, we will always see you at the Indies. Have a good night, folks.
Deuces.